Hey guys, welcome back. I got a frog. Took me a while to get the frog, but I got a frog. So I'm going to make a frog. And I'm going to start off our frog by putting this Lotus temporary tattoo on his back. So what I need to do is I've cut this out. It came in a pack, got it from Amazon. Cut this out, got all the extra bits off of it, and now I'm just peeling that protective layer off of the back so I can fit it down into my frog. And I do have to kind of bend it a little bit and then go in looking from the back to make sure that I've got it even. And once I do, I'm going to stick it on there. And these are just the temporary tattoos that you use for people. And I'm going to take a little bit of CVS's Finest purified water, get my paper towel wet, and just press it down onto my frog. Make sure that I get it nice and wet so it sticks. And then once it's all wet, it'll start sliding on its own, and you can just slide the paper out. And there he is. Our froggy has a tattoo. So, pretty easy. Same concept as water slide paper. Alright, so now that that's in there, I need to let that dry completely. So just want to make sure that it doesn't have any water left on it, so it doesn't react poorly with our resin, because we all know resin hates water. And if you didn't know that, bulletin, resin hates water. So I'm going to give this a minute to dry up and get my resin together, and gently patting, gently. I will see you in a second. Okie doke. So I mixed up 4 ounces of my Thyme, and I am going to let that sit for a little bit and think about things. Meanwhile, finding my brushy brush, because we're going to add some chameleon mica powders. Now, I am going to use the Interference Pine Green and the Green Gold White Red, because frog. So I thought green would be oddly appropriate. Get my cleanie stick, make sure that there's nothing on here. It looks like I forgot to clean it last time, so glad I remembered. And I'm going to take the Interference Pine Green and go in as little feeties. Little feeties, as little toeses. And then in his little head, I was debating about doing UV resin eyes, and I think I'm gonna. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to grab our Let's Resin UV resin. I am going to get my yellow and my black, I'm almost out of black, but I should have enough to do 2 tiny dots. So I'm going to go into where his eyes are and just put a little dot on each one. And then take my dotting tool and just sort of elongate those dots to make them look more frog-like, and then hit them with my light. Okay. So there we have frog eyes. Alrighty. Now for the rest of the color, I'm going to go in with my green blend and just go through and get colorful. And I think we're good. And somebody just slammed the front door. Isn't that sweet of them? Love it. Okay, let me clean up my mess. Put away my powders. My resin is just about good to go. So, clean up my tools. Everybody's just slamming doors. So I am going to take my paper towel and just very gently go over the Lotus just to try to pick up any extra that might be on there. And I have a particular fondness for lotuses. My niece's name is Lotus. So I do love a good lotus. All right, I think I got everything. Don't have to worry about a tail. All right, got all my little toesies, all my little feeties. So let's pour some resin. I'm not entirely sure how much this little duder is going to take. I made 4 ounces just in case, but you never know. So I'm going to pour it over my stick. Okay, so one reason why I wanted to do this clear is, please hold, I need to get my bag of shiny shit. Pardon my language, but that's literally what it's called in my craft box. Where are you? Alright, well I can't find it, but I can find some awful from it, so that'll work. So what I'm going to do is by the Lotus, I'm going to sprinkle some iridescent film. Well, why didn't you do this before you poured the resin, Rev? Well, one, I didn't want it to float all over the place. Two, I didn't want it to float all over the place. And we all know that stuff loves to sink in resin, so that's why I am encouraging it down right next to the Lotus. Okay. So what I've got here is a piece of iridescent film that is formerly a Walmart party bag. So I'm just going to cut some up because I can't find my bag that is already made. This is how easy it is to make iridescent glitter. So there's that. I'm just going to let those little dooders fall. And we are going to let our little froggy friend sit in his little resin spa. And I'm going to spray for bubbles. And I will see you for next steps. See you soon. All right, good morning. It is time to demold our frog. So let's get him out of here. He's going to be super careful with his little toes. Get his little thigh, his little knee. I like the fact that it has these little flappy doodles on here to make it easier. Just want to make sure I don't take off a toe. That would be inconvenient. It looks like we do have some cleanup to do around some little toes, but that's okay. Just looks like it's just going to peel off, which is nice. Okay. Boom. There we go. Let's see what we got. Look at that. Isn't he gorgeous? Oh, wow, yeah. That iridescent film underneath the lotus flower. Oh, that looks so cool. at him. Isn't he cool? Oh, I love it. 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 And look at his eyes. The yellow and black really turned out well. Oh, he's so cute. So let me know what you guys think. What do you think of our little froggy buddy? I like him. I think he's very, very cool. Let's get a piece of dark gray. Look at that. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you love him. My first frog. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I will see you again for the next one. Take care. Cheers.